Trusair will say, he even leave like a vid thing too, for the wind is fluttering through his hair, his face contorted in pain. So I was thinking about what you asked me, and definitely you're an aggressive opportunist. You're the one who helped bring me here and set me up, and I definitely think you should try to shake some other things. You're intelligent enough, and although bad things may have happened, I've always got your back to support you. Now, the bullet in my stomach, that might have something to say different. But, definitely, I think you should try new avenues, for sure. Of course, you asking me about what the hell the gangs are around here is like me asking one of the Mundies how the hell to solve a spirit problem. But, most certainly. Talk to you later. He'll hang up.
Well then, has anyone been paying attention to the boy?
Yeah, Coyote's been watching him since he left. He figured, well, wait a minute. Have they gotten in the, are we on our way yet, or are we just leaving the building, or have we not left the building at all?
It's sort of ad hoc at the moment. It's, you're on your way when determining what you're doing. Like, how you're going about it.
Twitch was riding in the bike. I wasn't in the vehicle either because I wanted to make more room. Coyote probably would have the autopilot engaged so he can keep an eye on all these people he hates.
Actually, if there was extra room in the van, like if me being in there wouldn't have made it too cramped, Twitch would have sent her bike to her place.
Yeah,
I got gyroscopic stabilization over the last break.
Yeah, I'm going to say probably the van is pretty sparse because he would have had the dock robot in there, and he would have had he wouldn't have brought any of his big, like he wouldn't have brought the Doberman or anything like that.
Well, when you're getting ready to go and sort of getting everyone in, it's the young boy's like, my shit's actually that way, and he'll point in south.
Kite will just say, if you want to go, then go.
We can take you into the city at least.
I think you're going the opposite direction I am.
Exactly.
You're in Horizon territory right now. You want to go on foot, you're going to get picked back up again.
I'm good enough. And unless you stop him, he'll turn and start walking off.
Trusair definitely doesn't have a problem with him going. He's ambulatory and lucid, and honestly, Trusair figures if he had been kept down there for so long, he'd probably be, he seems like he could take care of himself, especially if he's one of them crazy people who can access the Matrix with their minds. Who the hell does that? Come on, they're not real.
Twitch will shrug. Twitch will shrug, say good luck, and climb on into the van.
Cody will just get into the van. He's really happy on the inside, though he doesn't show it. He's dead on the outside. He just saw that kid as a liability because for the similar reasons, like if their technomancer is involved, good riddance.
And Twitch will be ready to poke and or shoot Karina if she tries something stupid. Because at this point, it would be stupid.
Yeah, she's not trying anything. You drive straight to Twitch's house or apartment?
The plan was to hang by Mr. Fix-Its to drop off the folks who were like barely ambulatory because of the whole charity clinic thing, since apparently he enjoys doing that stuff, so that we're no longer responsible for them. At least that's what Aaron said.
If you want to do that first, that's fine too.
Oh, no, I was thinking we would hand Karina over first. I think she's a way bigger liability.
It's easier to get rid of watch over one person than it is to watch over 5.
I guess.
Besides, there might still be... The story might not be over yet.
Okay, fair enough. Then, yeah, let's drop them off first.
Okay,
Which will give directions to the Fix-It Man's clinic.
Well, drop them off. They sort of zombie walk their way out of the car, or vehicle, whatever you'd call it.
Twitch will give him a basic rundown of what happened to him.
He doesn't know what the fuck to do. I guess there's some things he can try, but fuck.
Yeah, I'm not expecting miracles or anything really, but I figured you'd be the one to go to.
Well, it's something. He'll figure something out. Oh. And then from there to drop the I don't know why I can't get words straight anymore. The apartment, Twitch's apartment, to drop Karina off.
Yep.
And
No.
Go ahead.
I was just curious. The whole bugging thing that Conrad did to their disposable comlinks. That was for the microphone report. He doesn't actually get the earbud feed, or at least not that what he said anyway.
All you know is that it forced open a connection to him, and that it forced open the microphones.
All right. It's fine. Trusair will, of course, writing, psychologist will say, "Now remember, guys, stay sharp. We initially were coerced into doing this. This might not be entirely peaceful."
And it's the 3 of you with Karina in the car, and that's it?
Karina is in the van with Coyote and Twitch. Trusair is riding on the Cyclops.
Okay. Go ahead to the overworld map. And go ahead and give me a visual perception. And then separately, an auditory perception.
The koala on the overworld map now?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and make my visual perception check first. And now my auditory perception check. Woohoo! I can hear myself getting shot again, everyone. Spring break!
That was visual and auditory for me as well.
Yeah, so I was going to ask that it's just the same thing, I'm guessing, if you don't have any bonus. Yeah, first one was visual, second one was auditory.
Man, you two can hear everything.
Apparently.
Well then, you'll get a message, a text message saying, I'm driving up. And then looking around, you'll see a car driving up. Black windows, black everything. Door will open when it basically pulls up beside you after you've stopped in front of the the apartment building. You didn't even really have time to get out. Before you get the message, it'll drive up and door will open. Back door. You can't really see into it.
Well, Coyote will say, I guess that's her ride.
It's not. Gonna have to see Mr. Johnson first. We already had to go through so much dreck over the last time, you'll recall.
That is totally fair.
Twitch will grunt in agreement.
All right, how do we know this is really you? Coyote will say out in the air to no one for the Johnson to hear.
There'll be a momentary pause, and then Karina will say something. It's well, the only people who pick this up right off the way is Coyote and Truce there, who immediately remember, it's French. And text back something in French. Assuming you show it to Karina, she'll say,
I'd say absolutely not. These people are not having a private conversation with your fucking colleagues or mine.
Agreed.
Yeah,
but hey, Coyote has that French Linguasoft, right?
Yeah, he's got it. It's on his comlink, on his internal one. He can definitely boot it up and try to translate what's on the screen.
And you can translate what she said.
No, you can't.
I can't.
No one recorded it.
Oh, Coyote records everything.
Do you record everything?
Through my eyes, yeah. Through the cyber eyes.
Okay, if you want to, that you can go ahead and do that. Just remember that
I guess it was just
everything you ever do will be recorded on your comlink.
Yeah, no, it was his eyes anyway. He can't do what she said, but he can definitely look at what's on the screen.
Yeah, the screen you can translate. It's what she said before. It's you're a dumbass, and you're a dumbass is what's on the screen.
In French, that's all it says?
Yeah.
He might even just know that by himself. He's Coyote. He's been called a dumbass in many different languages. All right. Well, they'll say they're calling each other dumbasses.
After a moment, you'll see a head come out the back. And
yeah, looks like it's your future aunt.
Trusayer, despite being wounded. Is absolutely befuddled by Coyote at all points of his life.
What? Coyote remembers cute dwarf girls, okay?
He certainly does. There's a moment where she's like, and come on. Can we go get this on, please?
Gotta say, the door's open.
Trusair will say, now, from what I just learned not so long ago, giving a target to an associate of Mr. Johnson, not quite the same as giving the target to Mr. Johnson himself.
Twitch will nod. Also, I wasn't around for the negotiations, so I don't remember. Do we have an additional component of payment pending?
There is 10,000.
Yeah, there's an extra 10.
There's 10,000 due, and Conrad did mention something about giving more money if the vial was also given.
Conrad, through text, mentioned that you should keep it. It's worth a fair bit. He'd give you something, but he never mentioned money about that.
He did mention something other than money. He was really out of money. This was really all he had.
And do you discuss that in the thing at all?
Oh yeah, I mean, if Coyote really just wants her out of the darn car, but he's willing to admit that yes, it's not Conrad. We can't be sure. So
that's right. Trusair is rather quick to remind the group that not so long ago they attempted to fulfill a Shadowrun involving this exact same person, and then they proceeded to get berated repeatedly.
This is a true thing.
Not so long ago, we had a Mr. Johnson's comlink stolen and used Masquerade as him. And earlier, we got a very unusual message from the current Mr. Johnson. So, all things considered.
That is true. Yeah, the one with
I'd
like random
rather,
peace road.
I'd rather do this with
Right.
him face to face.
That is exactly true. And
Karina puts her head in her hands, her face in her hands, like, and starts banging her head against the seat in front of her. This is the time you figure that out.
Coyote hits the gas.
What?
He floors it. I mean, aren't we in the car still?
Yeah?
Yeah, you're still in the car.
Yeah.
All right, then that's what he does. And he's going to say, all right, little girl, what do you know?
Twitch is just going to sort of watch the van speed off.
You'll get...
Wait, are you outside the van, Twitch? If he won't do it, I thought you were still in the van with us.
As far as I'm aware, you were still in the van.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. She sent the motorcycle back to her place.
Yeah. You're definitely still in the vehicle, unless you said... Trusair is in his wounded state. He's actually just going to go the opposite direction. Like, I'm wounded. Fuck it.
When you ask Karina that, she puts up a hand, just sort of, like, hold on a moment, and then starts mouthing something. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and then you get a call on the comlink.
Hello.
You found Karina?
Who is this?
You recognize the voice. It's Conrad.
Yes, I did.
Good. Can we go ahead and meet on Twitch's in Twitch's apartment in, say, an hour?
It depends on whether or not the other party is still in front of it.
Yeah, are you having a disagreement with your fiancé by any chance?
I misplaced the thing. But you'll get a text message saying, I specifically said not to mention me to me. From that unknown comlink number.
Cody's just going to look at Twitch, like, what the fuck? I mean, he's at a loss.
Twitch will just shake her head. Fucking hate family politics.
Cody will nod. Where do we go?
Somewhere semi-public, without any good vantage points in case of snipers. Let him pick the specific destination if he wants.
True. All right. Given those criteria, do you have a spot we can go to? Mr.
We
Johnson.
already had a spot, Twitch's apartment. And you're
Right.
not telling
I'll
me who
admit that
this...
it's semi-public, but it has some great vantage spots for snipers.
Then you should have picked a better home.
This is just an aside. Totally out of character. You know, Sean, this car is equipped with ejector seats, right? Yeah.
My face has such a huge grin right now.
So yeah, just a reminder, that's where Coyote's head is at right now. He's like, look, pick a place because I don't know what's going on, why there are various factions, and this is all a little weird to me. And so I would like a safe place, one without snipers, perhaps, to trade off.
You haven't told me anything about various factions.
Someone masquerading as you pulled up in front of my place to try to collect her. A lady dwarf.
A lady dwarf? Do you have an image or something?
It's your fiance, right? And yes, there's an image. He's going to send a picture of Juliet Fontaine to Conrad.
Yeah, that's Juliet. If she's there... Fuck. If she's there, go ahead and give her to her.
What?
What was difficult to understand about that? Have Juliet pick her up. I don't know why she's there, but I know she's there for a reason. So go ahead and have Juliet pick her up. It's fine. if you need to see my face, I can be there in 15 minutes.
Please do.
Yes.
About 15 minutes later, you'll see a second car pull up. First one hasn't moved from the middle of the street. And this one will be a bit more beat up. And without really paying any attention, Conrad will step out the driver's side.
All right. Well, Twitch will step out of the vehicle, open up the door for the package. And say the remainder of our payment.
The remainder, the 10,000, right?
I believe that was what we agreed upon.
Remainder. You want to clarify that? And he's giving you a look like he doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about. And he's...
Trusair, which I assume by this point, like, holding back, and is going to look at Twitch and say, Twitch, from everything I've just learned, from what you just told me, and you and Coyote, he's not our Mr. Johnson because it wasn't actually him. There was no promised payment or future payment at all. It was merely someone masquerading as him. So he doesn't know anything about remainder, because he didn't know we were actually doing a run for anything more than 20,000.
Was it 20,000 I originally said?
Yep.
Yes.
20. That was 20,000.
Okay.
Conrad, the flesh Conrad originally said, yes.
Yeah, then he'll have said 20,000 instead of the 10,000. Sorry, that was my mistake.
In which case, since it actually is Conrad here, then he owes us the 20,000.
Yeah, whenever the payment is done, Coyote is going to want to ask a question.
He'll produce the chip and you can check it. Yeah, it's a $20,000 certified credit stick.
Then
All right.
Twitch will turn towards Juliet and say, which means you owe us a remainder. After taking that 20,000 contract.
What?
Exactly.
If you are the real Mr. Johnson here.
Did she?
You got promised a $10,000 remainder from Conrad. I think you've been paid. This point, Conrad is somewhere between confused and annoyed. Juliet's a little bit smug. And Karina's somewhere between face palming and slamming her head against the car.
The wounded Trusair is currently sitting on top of his Cyclops going, I will never work with Mondays again. Never.
I think Coyote's just in love at this point. That's really all there is.
Really? Because I just got paid for the completion of a contract that he gave to a compatriot of ours a few days ago. I haven't been paid the amount promised following completion of this mission, along with the 50,000 advance.
You already had that 50,000 advance.
No. Sorry, I must have worded that poorly. aside from that 50,000 advance.
Again, you got promised that by Conrad, and he just gave you more than that. And she'll go ahead and close the door. Unless you're trying to stop her.
Nope.
Nope.
Twitch is
Cody's just smirking.
98% sure that if she does, she'll take a sniper bullet to the back of the head.
Yeah, and for his part, Cody say, sometimes you just got to let the pretty lady win, and then he's just going to walk back to his driver's seat.
As she closes the door, behind or in front of Karina, she'll give a hearty bonjour.
Sure. What?
Hello?
No, wait, wrong one. Fuck, my
Au
French
revoir?
is terrible. Au revoir. That's the right one.
Yeah, like my character doesn't know French, but he's just kind of like looking at you like, I thought what the Trids told me.
I knew the right one. My brain just has stopped functioning at this point. Yeah, and I wanted to do another little scene, but I'm afraid that I won't be able to. I wanted to do another snippet of how the next run begins, but I believe that one will have to be wait for next... Fuck, I can't even finish a sentence now.
Well, now that the run's complete, okay.
Once they drive off, Twitch will take her disposable comlink and set it to completely wipe itself. Nod for Coyote to do the same, with the implication being that she wants to say something.
Oh, before you do that, or basically just as you do that, you'll get a final message from that unknown number, and saying, it'll be... Give me a moment to word it so I don't fuck it up. The statement about that vial still stands. I am pretty sure that it'll be worth a lot more to you if you keep it in your hands rather than sell it. And after a moment, and thank you.
Well, now that the run's done, Coyote, you think that that drone of yours in the back can I give it a spin?
Oh, yeah, sure. And he will order the Evo drone to... That is what it's called, right?